Hey guys, this is Terry. I wanted to give everybody a quick update on what I've been up to for the last probably month and a half. I think my last video was this truck running. After that I kind of, take a break from it. I reached my goal for the year, so I kind of backed off of it and concentrated on getting some of the stuff done around here that I wanted to do during the year but didn't take the time to do. One of those items was I had a lot of I'm gonna turn the light on. I had a lot of stuff laying around underneath this grinder, which was all this stuff here, and I made this little adjustable, completely removable shelf to hold all that stuff up off the ground. And I felt like I needed to do that. One, I don't like stuff laying on the ground because that just looks like crap. But sometimes this truck is over in the other side of the garage and I park over here. And in the winter time, snow melts off of it and this and that. And there's a lot of moisture over here and some of this stuff was starting to rust and stuff. So I needed to get it off the ground. So I made this little adjustable, removable tray to hold all that. And I wanted it to be removable so it doesn't interfere with any functions for the press. So I did that. And over here, I made a new cart for my metal cutting saw. The one I had on here was kind of a flimsy piece of crap from Harbor Freight, and I kind of like to overload everything down. Probably shouldn't keep wood under there, but I do. Whenever you needed to use it, you had to basically lift it up and drag it to wherever you wanted. It didn't roll. So I went ahead and made this stand, used some expanded steel, and eventually what will happen is I'll replace this wood top with a metal top and go ahead and bolt this down to whatever it is I end up coming up with so it don't move around and can't fall off. One of the other things I did was I've always wanted to put a new magnetic switch on this disc sander. This is actually a 3-phase disc sander, so it's running off of a static phase converter. And went ahead and did that, rewired that, got that done. Went to the flea market today with my dad. We kind of do that once a month. And I got the only snap-on rollaway that I'll ever be able to afford to own, and it's this little guy right here. And this is actually a coin bank. Open the top up and you put your coins in here. You push this little button here, and the drawer, this little button, and the drawers open up, and I thought that was pretty neat. They wanted $50 for it. I told them I'd give them $35 for it. They went ahead and took it. It's actually had a little bit of some rust or something's got on the top of it and kind of screwed it up a little bit, and they had touched it up, and I told them they touched it up. Kind of goes down the side a little bit too, but anyway, for $35 I didn't think I'd come out too bad. I found the same one on eBay for, let's see, the $189 for it. So I didn't think I did too bad. It's kind of a neat little deal. I'll put it in the bathroom with all the other little knick-knack type stuff I've got in there. I like to collect stuff like that for the garage. Julie's coupe. Took it out last weekend and it didn't act like it wanted to run very well. It's been a long time since it's been out. So what I ended up doing was doing some research, and I kind of looked at the carburetor and stuff like that to see if it maybe was a fuel related issue, and I really think that it is. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. You're not going to be able to see that. There's actually some crap in the sediment bowl. So I don't know if something got past that filter and got in there and plugged something up. So I'm going to take that back off and do some cleaning on it. I went ahead and went back in and regapped the spark plugs, and they seemed like they were kind of loose. So I snugged them up a little bit more. and that actually made it run a little noticeably better. I don't think it's a valve issue. I spent a lot of time adjusting the valves on an engine stand because it's kind of a pain in the ass to do it later. So I did that several times and double and triple checked that. The timing, let's see, I don't know if you can see that or not. I think I had that in the video, but I actually made a pointer for it. Down there, that little white dot there, that's the pointer I made for it. And there I painted a white dot on the crank pulley. So I actually timed it with a timing light, so the timing is right on. But as far as the carburetor goes, whenever you leave the gas on, it would start to drip down on the garage floor. So that tells me the float isn't, or the needle in the seat ain't exactly doing what it should do. So I ordered some stuff, you know, to, once I take it apart, to make sure I can get it back together, since all this stuff has to go outside during Christmas Day because we have Christmas over here. So with that said, I'm waiting on some parts for that, and I made this, let's see if I can zoom in on this. I made this little stand. I found this on the internet, and it's kind of a neat deal because what happens is the top half of the carburetor bolt slides in here, and you snug it up, and you put a glass jar down here, and you raise that up over the float, and then you can hook up the fuel with this, and you can turn the fuel on, and you can actually physically see what the level of the gas rises, because it's supposed to be 5/8 from the gas level to the bottom of the top of the carburetor, if that makes any sense. Yeah. And then you can actually see if it's going to hold the fuel there and not leak past the needle in the seat. So I made this little contraption to do that. So we're going to get that. I've never liked the way the float was on that. I always thought there was something funky with that. So sometime within the next week or two, we're going to take that out and kind of look at it, revisit it, and see what's going on with that. And I'm gonna, while I have the carburetor off, I'm gonna go ahead and let all the gas out of it, and maybe put some fresh gas in and go ahead and stabilize it. So hopefully this issue doesn't happen again. I actually thought about cutting this line and putting in a inline fuel filter, but I don't like the way that looks. I don't like the way that looks at all. So I was looking around and I thought, well, maybe I can do something like this. Maybe put an inline one in here before it goes into the sediment bowl, and that would be probably a little less hideous to look at. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do there. I don't like the idea of that. I don't want to cut those lines. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably just, no bigger a deal than it is and to get that carburetor off. If I have to clean it once in a while, that may be the route I go. So anyway, I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas in advance and Happy New Year, and hope everybody had an awesome Thanksgiving. Like I said, we do Christmas out here, so I got some stuff to do. Got some tables and chairs to bring in, and it's actually a plus because it's the one time a year I can clean the holy hell out of my garage, mop the floors and clean all the deflectors for the lights and all that, and really give the garage blow it out, give it a really good once over. That gets me started up for the new year. Besides that, people don't want to come over and have Christmas in a filthy garage, but this is the place I have that's big enough to have 30 or 40 people in. So anyway, I like it, but you know, it's not for everybody. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling now. Everybody have a good holiday, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.